Hi everyone, welcome to Junk and Jitters. It's been a while since my last video. A lot has happened in the last couple months and I just haven't felt like picking up the camera, and I apologize for that. Thought a little reintroduction might be needed just in case there are some new people here, which fingers crossed there are. Welcome. I absolutely love thrifting. I love antiquing. I love auctions. I love home decor. I love rearranging home decor. I have a beautiful husband and two amazing kids. We now have two cats. I will be introducing this guy right here that you can see in the background. His name is Emmerich. We just added him to our family recently. We do still have our big chunk Henry. We absolutely adore him. I'm sure he'll make an appearance in today's video as always. For today's video, I thought I would do something a little bit different. I do have some new items to show you. Instead of holding them up in front of the camera, I thought it'd be more fun to kind of take a tour around the house, see some of the parts that I've decorated, and show you the new pieces that way since they are already styled. A couple of them are recent auction hauls. One was a big job lot and we ended up getting rid of 90% of it. I only kept a couple things. I do buy things very cheap. I don't like to splurge very often. You wouldn't know it. You would think I'm a maximalist and spend a lot of money, but I don't. Majority of stuff we buy at second hand or auction lots. If you guys aren't familiar, you can buy a huge lot of things for pretty cheap. Usually this last one, I actually got a bunch of glassware and it only cost me $4. I did end up donating 90% of that, but I will show you what I kept. I'm a huge fan of stoneware, crock bowls, big crocks themselves. I love salt glazed crocks, and I'll show you some of those because I did end up getting a new one of those. Ironstone, I absolutely adore ironstone. It's one of my favorite things to collect, and it's actually the reason I bought that last job lot for $4, because there was an ironstone basin, I guess you'd call it. It's one of the bigger bowls that they usually come with a pitcher, but this one did not. I actually have a collection. I have about 8 of them, and I will show you those today. I'll kind of, like I said, give you a sneak peek around the whole house. There's some areas that I need to refresh, and I'm hoping to do that in a future video. But for right now, before we get started, I will try to grab our newest member and introduce him. This is Emmerich. Hang on just a second. He is our new addition. He's our little baby kitten. He's absolutely gorgeous and adores Henry. We just got him, I want to say about a month ago. He's super sweet, loves to play, so you'll be seeing a lot of Emmerich in the video too. You can hear Henry in the background playing, trying to encourage him. Henry will make an appearance too, he always does. So we'll go ahead and get started with the tour, and I will show you some of the new things that I picked up. So we are going to start off strong, and I apologize, Henry is probably going to holler into the camera, but yeah, you can hear him now. This is Josh's den area. We share it. Obviously, I do all my editing and everything on that desk over there. And as you can see up in that corner, that's some of the collection of the bowls that I was talking about, the basins. But this is just kind of his area that he hangs out in. We read books, we watch westerns, all that kind of stuff. But the reason I'm starting here is this beautiful piece is new. We just recently picked it up. It was that very orange laminate, I guess you'd call it. It's not laminate, but it's like a varnish. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Josh took the time and sanded it way down, and it is beautiful. He made it look a natural, nice wood. And I apologize for the floors, guys. They are wood floors and they squeak horrible bad, so I'll try to speak up. But it is gorgeous, and it just fits this room perfectly. Some of the crocks that I was talking about, there's one of my favorite bowls, and I have my little pothos in it. husband delivers ice, so this is one of my favorite pieces. It's an old cast iron ice delivery truck. He has his goose. We both kind of have a love for geese and ducks. Here's another salt glazed crock that I adore, and I put all my Kleenexes in these type of crocks over here too. If we turn the corner, I'll try not to make you guys sick. This is another couple of my favorite pieces. I absolutely love that scale. And then in my previous video, I kind of explained about this little dresser, and I hold it in my heart so dear. I got it from my grandma, and she had it when she was a kid, and her dad made it. And I'm so blessed to have it in my home. And it will definitely be passed down to my kids. And then we have my favorite chair. I will kind of spin around and go the other direction. I absolutely love trunks. Most of my coffee tables, the coffee table right now, they are trunks. I redid this lamp in a previous video. See if I can get better lighting on it in detail. I love old scales, so you will see those all throughout the house. This piece over here I recently redid in a video. Real life moment. There's paint right there. But I put these little rabbit handles on it recently. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with the brown paint or not, or leave it the way it is. I have not decided. So it's just kind of sitting there until I do. I did recently show a video of this little cabinet, and I adore it. Above it I have the ironstone platter that I love. And in this corner, he collects these old drill presses, and I just think they're so cool. And then an old decoy box and Emmerich. And then up in this corner, I have my insanely stained ironstone. And I love showing those off. And then this desk, I recently posted a video not too long ago of redoing it and the process we went through with that. The top of it is very dirty, so real life, we kind of just toss things on there, but we use it daily. And then there's another drill press and a beautiful picture I actually got from my grandpa. And I love that. And there is the matching lamp. There's a little more light over here, so I might be able to show you a little better. But I recently redid those. That little bird came from my grandma. And another beautiful picture that's hard to see because of the glass. But there is my favorite chair. So that's kind of all that table that's new in this room. So I will take you and show you another part of the house where I have a few other things that are new. So this is one of my very favorite parts in the whole house. It's where I keep a majority of my ironstone, and I apologize for the lighting. It is a very dreary day and this room has no light in it. But I do have a few pieces here that I would love to show you guys. The first is this stunning hat box. And I picked this up at a cute little store outside of town. You locals would know it as Dirty 30s. If you have not been there, guys, you need to go because her store is amazing. Very eclectic. You can find about anything in there that you want, not just antiques. Then this whole collection of butter pats. This is the only one that I've had for quite a while, and it took me, 3 years probably to get that many. And then we have a local auction page on Facebook, and a gal had these on there, that whole stack, and they're actually part of a child's tea set. But they look just like butter pats to me. And I put them under a cloche. And that cute little puppy was a garage sale find. I got him for 25 cents. So those two things are new. Without making you sick, I'm gonna take you over sideways. This little guy is also new. I kind of paid more than I should have for him. He was also in a garage sale, but I paid $5 for him. But I never see them like this. A lot of people haul a lot of creamers like this, and I never see them. So I did splurge and pay $5, and he has a friend. I will grab him from down here. I also paid $5 for him. So a little more than I normally would, but they were so cute I couldn't resist. Put him back down here. Sorry guys, shaky camera. And then moving down to the next shelf, this was all of the little cups that came with those saucers in that child's tea set. And this was actually part of that auction lot too, that I paid $4 for all of it. And I thought it fit so cute, so I put it in there. And then it also came with the little teacup, or kettle, I guess you'd say. I'm trying to think if there is anything else new on here that you guys have not seen. I think it's been redecorated since the last time I posted a video. I know I brought in my tea leaf pattern ironstone, which I don't have very much of, but I thought it deserved a spot, and it looks like the cat's knocked a basket off, so sorry about that. But there's two more of the ironstone bowls down at the bottom, and they moved that basket too, of course. Those of you that know, that have cats, nothing stays in the same place you put it very often. Oh, here's Henry for an appearance. But again, this is one of my very favorite spots in the house. I love to just come and daydream and think of how I can redecorate it again a little different. And then I'm going to slowly swing you over. This part of the house I never show because I'm not happy with the way it's decorated right now. We kind of have our cat food over there. That trunk is actually, it hides our litter box. So there's kind of an idea for you guys. But the fireplace it's messy right now because I can never figure out exactly how I want to decorate it. But I'm hoping to find an insert. Because we rent, we cannot light an actual fire. It is a working fireplace, but we cannot light it. So I'm thinking about getting one of those fake heater fireplaces and just putting it in there just for the effect of it. Maybe getting a couple armchairs to kind of set out here and have another reading area or something like that. But this is one that I want to refresh one of these days with you guys. I am Rick. Just to kind of, I don't know, it needs freshened. It's been this way since we moved in, and we've been here about 8 months now. And then I'm going to very slowly bring you over here to one of my very favorite pictures in the house. It's this little geese. I love them. But now I'm going to move you guys into our living room. This is our den, and it's the busiest. It has most of our collections. But in our living room, I have a couple new things to show you as well. Okay, I lied. I remembered that I had a new piece in the kitchen, so I wanted to show you that first. It is this sieve, and I have been wanting one for so long, and I finally found one. I never find them. So I did pay $20 for this, which is higher than I would have wanted to, but it's so neat. And it's in my kitchen with my collection of ironstone mugs and my aprons in between our pantry and fridge. But it is definitely one of my very favorite pieces in the house right now. Okay, we have moved into the living room. This piece is one of the newest pieces that I wanted to show you guys. Got it on an auction for $2. The glass was broke. It was pure white. We distressed it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like this either. I'm always changing things. But Josh actually distressed it for me. And I've turned it into our medicine cabinet. I just went and got some amber bottles when they were on sale from Hobby Lobby because they are food safe. Put our medicine in it, and then I have a few old ones here at the bottom. I'm hoping to add to it more over time, but as you all know, it takes time to build a collection. I do have a little ironstone pestle and mortar. And then hanging from that, I have one of my old doctor bags. I'm hoping to get like a entryway table. It has to be super skinny because we do walk through this doorway all the time, to be able to set things like that on. But that is one of the new additions. And then I'm going to try to slowly swing you around. And there's Henry again. We leave blankets all over the place for the cats. Here is that ironstone bowl that I told you guys about that I got for $4 on that auction lot. And I just threw a couple of my very favorite books in it, because I pull these books all the time and look through them for inspiration. You want to say hi? Hello. But that I put in the living room. And again, there's a trunk for coffee table. This is one of my favorite furniture pieces in the house too. I redid it many years ago and it's stayed with us since. Again, real life moment. There is things on top of it. But it holds our TV. This wall is driving me nuts. I want to redo it. I got some paint for it. Unfortunately, I cannot change the color because we rent. If it was my choice, it would be like a sand kind of color or white. But I can't change that. So we're going to kind of fix the scratches and figure out what we want to do up here. All of our vents are at the top of the wall up here in every room, and it drives me crazy. But we work with it. And then these two little tables, I guess those are new. I don't remember if I showed those in a video or not, but they were also a very orange color. They are storage. Those tops come up. But I did the oven cleaner effect on them. Oop, there go the cats. And made them a lighter color. And then I absolutely love slop pots. I only have 3. I would love to have a lot more, but they are also very rare, which makes it even more fun to find. But here is the other side, kind of matching. And then our dining room is a mess, so I won't be showing that too much today. But here is the other side of the living room. Absolutely love that picture. I decided to keep this cabinet closed. I like the look of it better. It is the pie safe that I redid a couple years back. I absolutely adore it. I have a pillar over there in the corner, one of our favorite pictures. The goose one was recently gotten on an auction lot too, but there is a couple new pieces up here. Some salt glaze down there at the bottom, but this guy is new and I absolutely love him. I paid $7 for it. I love these clocks. I wish I could find a million more of them, but he is by far my favorite so far. I just think he is so neat. And then this pantry box, I think I showed in the last video, I did end up putting some Restore Finish on it, and it brought it back to looking beautiful and not so drained, and it was blue, so I got rid of the blue. But Josh has 3 cork decoys that we just love. Wish we could find more, but they're hard to find, and when you do, you have to pay up for them. So we have those displayed proudly, and then his other decoys. Just a few, but we love them. Eventually I want to put something, ooh, big finger, sorry. I want to put something up here to kind of tie it together. I'd love to find an old wood sign. I do have my antique sign, and I'm trying to decide if I want to put that up here or above the TV in that bare spot. But it looks nice. I like this corner a lot. It's very calming. As you're watching TV, you don't want a room too busy because the TV is always busy. So you keep it calm. And then I just have some drop cloth curtains. Yeah, I didn't do anything to them. I just literally went and bought the drop cloth and then got those hook hangers and put those up. And we have our lovely old deer here. He's missing an ear, but he is just too cool. Sorry if some of you don't like that, but we do like animals here. So that is our living room. I'm going to take you into the dining room, show you a couple new pieces. I won't show you the whole dining room because, like I said, it is a mess. But I will show you a couple new pieces in there. Okay, so this hutch I have in my dining room. We redid this hutch in a video or two ago as well. It was actually the top of a china hutch, and we turned it into, sorry about that thumb, a self-standing. Josh made little legs for it. This is where I keep a majority of my stoneware. But the newest piece is actually down here, and I may have to pull it out because the lighting is terrible. But I've always had these two, this one here and this one back here. But this one is new, and it is gorgeous. I love stoneware. I love the different colors in it, the effects it has, very earthy colored. Jiminy, that was one of the cats hitting the table, so I apologize. But that is a new piece on there. So the next piece I'm going to show you is actually in our bedroom, and you're not going to believe I only paid $1 for this, but hang tight and I will take you over there. Okay, this is it. I paid $1 for this little vanity, and I have never had one. I do my makeup every morning here. Josh actually took a torch to it to give it a little more of a bubbly old effect. I'm sorry, the bedroom's kind of tight where I'm at right now, but I will zoom in. And then painted the top, or stained the top, excuse me. and nobody wanted it. I only paid $1 on the auction for this. So I love it. But stepping in, this piece is also new. Beautiful pottery piece. And then this glass piece was in that job lot too, and I put a candle in it. And then these roses actually came from my neighbor Rhonda. So Rhonda, if you are watching, I did end up drying them and they are gorgeous sitting on my little vanity. I'll try to zoom in to where you can maybe see the bubbling. It did miss a drawer. It had a drawer missing, excuse me. So we did part of Bibles in there. But it is beat up. It has been used. But I love it. And that's Franklin. Please tell me everybody has a bear that they keep around. Makes it feel a little more homey. And this lamp actually came from my dad. And then over here I have a couple cuckoos that came from my dad. And we have our TV in a big frame that Josh made. And then a duck picture, which I want to add more in here too. I haven't done a whole lot with the bedroom, so we might do a bedroom refresh with you guys, because there's another picture that I want to add over here. I have a round mirror that might fit there, that kind of stuff. So that might be something we do in the future. And this lantern also came from my dad. And then I found the stand at Goodwill. And our end tables are just Crocs. So that is it in this room. All right, guys, we are in the laundry room now, and it's probably going to be very echoey because this is a very small room. But in the previous video, I shared how I had found some free hangers on a garage sale, and that I was going to show you where I put them, and then I completely forgot to put that in the video. So I thought I better put it in this one. They are just hanging here, and they do get used. I pulled them off, but if I have like extra socks or something that don't match, I put them on there. That is where I keep my laundry pods. We have Free and Clear, and then we use Persil. I love that. And then my OxyClean is in this crock. I don't like plastic, so I get rid of them when I can. But the new piece is this chamber pot. It was actually in that job lot of $4 that I got this piece and the big bowl, and then I kept a couple glass pieces. I will show you another one. It is a refrigerator keeper, I want to say. It's glass. Ooh, I don't know why it got so dark. Sorry, guys. But I pulled that out, and then this old veterinary bottle, I got that on a garage sale as well. And I just thought it was too cool to leave behind. It has the hook and then the lid that you put the syringes in. I did do a recent decorate in here. You guys can go back and watch that video. I did end up staining these baskets, and I caught a cute new cow picture from Hobby Lobby that I love. So those have been added recently, but the rest of it has stayed the same. But I was happy to add another chamber pot to the collection. Kind of a weird thing to collect, but it just goes to show you back in the day, everything was beautiful. Even the pot you peed in. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and a subscribe. I would love to have you guys stick around. Sorry, Emmerich. There will be lots more to come, a lot more home decorating. I'm going to try to take you guys thrifting with me. maybe do an auction or two down the road or something like that, where I can show you some of the things that maybe we're looking at and if we bought them, that kind of stuff. Please give it a like, a subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Take care.